Assalamualaikum dear students. Today we have to learn exercise 5.1. It's about factorization. Its first part is mentioned on the whiteboard. In this part there are three terms. I'm using the word term. So first we have to learn about the concept of term. Look at the number 4. It's a single term. Now write another number or variable like x is also a single term. Two terms are over here. Now multiply first term with the second term and you get 4x. Are these two terms? Because when you multiply first term with the second term, you get another number like 4x. Are these two terms? No, this is a single term. When you divide the first term by the second term, you write 4 upon x. Are these two terms? No, still this is a single term. It means multiplication or division don't separate the terms and it remains a single term. Now 4 is a constant value, it's a single term, x is a variable, it's also a single term, and when you multiply a constant number with a variable, it remains a single term, and when you divide a constant value with the variable or variable with the constant, it remains a single term. Now take another example. When you write two terms like 4 and x, when you join these two terms with an operator plus. Now these are two terms because these two terms 4 and x have been separated with an operator plus. And if you write 4 minus x, these are also two terms. And these are one terms. These all are the examples of one term and these are the example of two terms. 4 plus x is here are two terms and 4 minus x here are also two terms. It means sign of plus or minus separates the terms. Whenever there is sign of plus or minus, they separate the terms. So here minus sign is over here is plus sign over here. So it means these are the three terms. Now we have to learn about factorization of the terms. Look at an example of a number 8. 8 can also be written as 2 times 4. So 2 and 4 are the factors of 8. Whenever there is another number 6, you can also write it as 2 times 3. So 2 and 3 are the factors of 6. Why are these the factors of 6? Because 6 is in the table of 3, and when you divide 6 by 3, you get a 0 remainder. And when you divide 6 by 2, you get also a 0 remainder. So these are perfectly divisible. So these are the factors. 2 and 3 are the factors of 6, and 4 and 2 are the factors of 8. Just like this, in algebraic expression, you can also factorize and you can write them in the form of product. If you split 2abc into its factors, you can write 2 dot a dot b dot c. These are the factors of 2abc because these have been written in the form of product. Now there is sign of minus because second term is being started. So draw a line over here. Whenever new term starts, you have to draw another line. And now 4abx. Now you have to factorize 4abx. What may be the factors of 4? You can write 2 dot 2. It becomes 4. And then there is a, b, and x. New term is being started because there is sign of plus. It was the first term. We have written over here. We have factorized the first term. Then there was sign of minus. We have drawn a line. And then new term 4abx. Instead of 4abx, we have written 2 dot a dot b dot x. So it's the factorization of 4abx. And the last term, that's the third term, 2abd is over here. We have again to draw a line. A line has been drawn over here for plus sign. Like 3 terms were over here, we have made 3 segments over here. And the factorization of 2abd is 2ab and d. Now you have to take common number from these 3 expressions. Like 2 is common over here, a is also common over here, and b is common. These 3 numbers are common. So write over here solution. After writing solution, question is written again. What is common? 2ab is common. So write over here 2ab. 2ab inside. What's left in the first term? Just c left, because 2abc was over there. 2ab is common, 2ab is common and c left. So write over here c. Then there is sign of minus. Minus sign will be written down same. And then instead of 4abx, we will write only 2x. Why? Because out of 4abx, 2ab has been taken as common and remaining there is just 2x. And in 2ab have been taken as common and b left. Plus sign will be written down same, and d will be left over here. So whenever you take common 2ab, remaining there is c minus 2x plus d. It indicates a single term. Why? Because these are c minus 2x plus d is a compound term. It represents a single term, and 2ab is being multiplied with this whole number, so it indicates a single term. In this part, simply you have to take common. Now look at part number 2. It's 9xy minus 12xy plus 18y square. In this part there are 3 terms as well. Write their solution, and now question will be written same. 3 terms are over here. First term will be factorized now. You can also write it as a rough work for your understanding. Instead of 9xy, you can write 3.3.x.y. It's the factorization of 9xy. Draw a line over here because there is sign of minus. Whenever new term starts, you have to draw a line. In 12x square y, you can factorize 12 as 2 times 6, it becomes 12, 2 times 3 it becomes 6, and 3 times 1. Instead of 12, you can write 2.2.3, and x is 2 times over here and y is 1 time. Third term is being started now, there is sign of plus, so new term is being started. Draw another line. And here you write 18y. Instead of 18y square, you write its factors. Like what may be the factors of 18? 2 times 9, 3 times 3, 3 times 1. Instead of 18, you should write 2.3.3, and for y, 2 numbers, y square. These are the factors of separate terms, like the factorization of 9xy, the factorization of 12x square y, and the factorization of 18y square. Now look at the common numbers. What are the common numbers over here? 3 is common. Any other number? Yes, y is also common. So only 3y is common. 3y will be written as a common number. What's left in the first term? There were 9xy, and out of 9xy, 3y have been taken as common, and what's left? Left 3x left. And in 12x square y, what's common? 3 was common, and 2 times 2 becomes 4x square left. Here you write 4, minus sign will be written down, and then you write 4x square. Why? Because y have been taken as common. And the last term, there was 18y square. Out of 18y square, 3 is common, so 6 left. 2 and 3, multiply these two numbers, the remaining numbers are multiplied. Here you write plus 6. This fifth part of question number 1. It's about factorization as well. Before starting this exercise, I told you about the concept of term, and I wrote 4. And I told you it represents a single term. And then I wrote a variable x, and I told you it represents a single term as well. And when you multiply first term with the second term, are these two terms? No, it's still one term, because product don't separate the terms. And here when you write 4 upon x, it is still first term. And I wrote 4 plus x. Now first and second term, like 4 and x, is being separated with the sign of plus. So now these are two terms. So sign of plus or minus separate the terms, whenever there is 4 minus x, these are also two terms. So I told you 4 plus x, whenever there is sign of plus or minus, these represents two terms. Take another example. When I write 4 plus x, it represents two terms. But the same, when it is enclosed in a bracket, it represents a single term. So it means whenever the elements are enclosed in the bracket, they represent a single term. It doesn't depend on the number of terms, but now two terms are being enclosed within a bracket, so it represents one term. Now we take some examples of terms first. Some expressions are being written and their number of terms. If I write 4, it's a single term. X, it's single term. 4 plus x, two terms. 4 plus x, within the bracket, it is one term. And whenever any number is being multiplied, it remains one term. Now 4 plus x within the bracket, it represents a single term, and when you multiply, because multiplication doesn't affect the number of terms. So 2 into 4 plus x is still one term. Now in your question, there is 3x cubed y, x minus 3y. So how many terms are over here till here? How many terms are here? It's just one term. Because 3x cubed y is being multiplied with this number, so it is one term. So 3x cubed y into x minus 3y is also one term. And I told you, whenever new terms start, you draw a line to factorize the number. It is rough work. The first term is being factorized now, and as you know there is minus sign, so a line will be drawn. And then new term is being started, so right here 7x square y square and x minus 3y. So what's common over here? X minus 3y is existing in both the terms, so this is common. But after writing solution, question is written again, so write the question here. What's common over here? X minus 3y is common. So what's left over here? What's left over here? It is 3x cubed y, and then there is minus sign, and then 7x squared y squared. So what is being taken as common? X minus 3y have been taken as common. Now, but it can further be factorized as well. So you are getting two terms within this bracket. So you have to factorize it now. 3 x is 3 times and y is 1 time. Now new term is being started because you know within this bracket there are two terms. So you draw a line for the new term and you write over here 7, x is 2 times and y is 2 times. What's common over here? X is common and y is also. So x and y is common in these two. X minus 3y will be written same, and here you write x square y. X square y is being taken as common. So what's left over here above the line? It's 3x, and what's left below the line? It's 7y. So this is the factorized form of the given question. You should arrange it now. You can also write x square y. Small numbers are written first. So here you write x square y into x minus 3y into 3x minus 7y. This is the required answer. Question number 2, first part now is 5x minus 3ay minus 5bx plus 3by. In this part there are 4 terms. As I told you, sign of plus or minus separates the term, so 4 terms are being given in this part. Just break down all the terms. But you will feel that no any number is common in all the 4 terms, so different method will be used. So here break down 4ax, then minus sign is over here. We will draw a line over here. It becomes 3ay, and then 5bx, and then 3by. Look, no any number is common in all these three, in all the four terms. No any number is common. Like 5 is common in these two, 3 is common in these two. So no any number is common in all the given four terms. So different method will be used. Now make the groups. After writing solution, question is written again. So 5x minus 3ay minus 5bx plus 3by. As now four terms are over here, if we make the groups like these two groups, 5x we take common from these two numbers, and then we take any other number common from these two terms. So let's try to take common in the first two terms, 5ax and then 3ay. A is common in these two. So write A over here, and what's left above the line? It's 5x. Above the line there is 5x, so we write 5x, and then minus sign will be written down, and there 3y. So A have been taken as common from the first two terms. Now minus sign is written down, and what's common over here in the third and fourth terms? You can write it over here 5bx and then 3by. B is common. So write B over here, and what's left? 5x left, and internal sign, it will be, this sign will be changed because there is minus sign outside the bracket. Whenever there is minus sign outside the bracket, internal signs are changed. Here you write 3y because B have been taken as common, 3y. Now as you know, these are two terms now. In the question there were four terms. We have taken some number, and now there are just two terms. And it is just like question number 5, question number 1, fifth part. Now what's common over here? It's one term and it's the second term. First term will be written a into 5 minus 5x minus 3y, and then line will be drawn because new term is being started. Till here it's one term and new term is being started. Now draw line over here to write b and then 5x minus 3y. This whole bracket is common. Like 5x minus 3y is common. So write it over here 5x minus 3y. So what's left over here above the line? There is a left, and then minus sign will be written down same, and then b left. So this is a required factorization of given four terms. Second part, question number 2, second part, it's 3xy plus 2y minus 12x minus 8. In this part there are four terms. After writing solution, question is written same. Now no any number is common in all the four terms, so take common from first two terms. These two terms, break down these two terms. So what's common? Y is common. Y is common over here. What's left above the line? It's 3x, and below the line there is plus 2. Now we have to take common from 12x and 8. Break down 12x. Instead of 12, you can write 2 dot 2 dot 3. It becomes 12. Instead of 12x, you can write 2 dot 2 dot 3 and x over here. Now there is minus sign. It means new term is being started. So write here 2 dot 2 dot 2. What's common? 2 loops are over here. So 2 dot 2 it becomes 4. So minus 4 is common over here. So what's left above the line? It's 3x, and due to this minus sign, this sign will be changed and it becomes plus. And here you write plus, and here 2 left. 3x plus 2 is again fully common. Write 3x plus 2 as a common number. So what's left over here? Y left, and here 4 left. So write here y minus 4. But this part is just like question number 1, fifth part. Like 3x plus 2 is fully common. Write it over here, and y and 4 left over here. It is the factorized form of question number 2, second part. Question number 3. It's third part of question number 2. X cube plus 3xy square, x cube plus 3xy square minus 2x square 1 minus 6y cube. You have to take common from these numbers. After writing solution, question is written down. Take common from these two numbers. It's quite simple and easy. You can write in the rough work x dot x dot x, 3 times x is over here. Then new term is being sorted, plus sign is over here. Draw a line over here and write here 3 dot x dot y dot y. What's common over here? Simply x is common. So here we write x is common, and what's left above the line? That's x square. There were 3x over here, 1x have been taken as common and 2x left, and then there is sign of plus, and here 3y square left. Because 1x have been taken as common, 3 left and y square left. Now there is a breakdown of 2x square y. Instead of 2x square y, you write 2 dot x dot x dot y. It has been factorized 2x x dot y, and then there is minus sign, so draw a line over here. So what's common over here? No. Break down 6y. Instead of 6, you can write 2 dot 3, and y is 3 times. Y is common and just 2 is common. So 2y is common over here. But minus sign is also over here. So write down minus sign, and then 2 loops are over here, and the loops there is 2y. So 2y is common. And here you write the first number. Above the line there is x square, like x and x, these left x square, and here below the line sign will be changed. This sign will be changed to plus because there is minus sign outside bracket, and here you write 3y square. It is just like 5th and 6th part of question number 1. Whole brackets are common, like x square plus 3y square is over here as well as it's over here. So it will be taken as common. X square plus 3y square is being taken as common. What's left? X minus 2y left. It is the factorized form of the given question. You can copy down. It's the last part of question number 2. X square minus y square z over here plus y square minus z square, and then you write x. Question will be written down after writing solution. Just two terms are over here in this part. Nothing is common over here in this part. So we have to break down. This into simpler number. Like no number can be taken as common, so just break down. Z is being multiplied with both the numbers, so it becomes x square z minus y square z, and then we multiply x with both the numbers. X with y square, it becomes xy square, and then you can write z square x. We have multiplied the numbers which were outside the bracket. Now we have found 4 terms. We have to arrange the terms so that we may take common. What may be taken as common in these two? Now we have to arrange. First term will be written along with the third term because x is common over here. So here you write x square z minus plus xy square. Now two terms are here. y square z and z square x. You have to decide which term should be written first. Which term should be written first? When you take common xz left, so xz, the term containing xz should be written first, so minus z square x should be written first, and here you write minus y square z. Now take common from these four terms. It's simple. Four terms are over here. Just take common from first two terms. Write in the number x is 2 times, so x dot z. Then there is plus sign, so draw a line and write x dot y. What's common? Just x is common. When x is common, what's left? xz, or you can write zx. Zx left, and below the line there is y square. So zx plus y square left. After taking common x, zx plus y square left, and now take common from these two terms. Break down. Z is 2 times and x is 1 time, and down there is 2 times y and 1 times z. So what's common over here? Z is common. When z is common, write here z, and inside the bracket, what's left above the line? There is zx, and then sign up. This minus sign will be changed due to minus sign outside the bracket. So here you write plus and y square left. Now it's just like part 5. Question number 1. So zx plus y square will be taken as common. This whole bracket is common. So right here zx plus y square as common number. And what's left over here? X left, and here z left. So x minus z left. This is the required answer. And it is a factorized form of the given question.